Hello and welcome. In this video, I would like to share with you what I ate last week. I was using everything what I had in the fridge, freezer, and pantry. I still haven't gone to the shops to buy any groceries. What I'm doing, I'm still using everything I have on hand in the fridge, freezer, or in the pantry. So my lunch is basa filet, rice. Just for some color, I added chopped sun-dried tomatoes. And here what I did, I had to use leftover cream cheese, salmon cream cheese. I added some milk, frozen vegetables, some shrimps, a few shrimps, and I sliced one squid. I mixed them together, kind of boiled them in this sauce, cooked, sorry. So that's my lunch for today. It is second week of January. I'm still not shopping for food and using whatever I have in the fridge, freezer, and in the pantry. So what I'm planning to do, I have this sweet potato I'm gonna slice and fry. I have this jar with, I did can in the summer actually. It's radish, white radish, and carrot strips. I'm gonna blanch the beans. Then I'm gonna top up with a tin of wild salmon. And I made homegrown kind of mug beans. We'll see how it goes. And I have a boiled egg. The reason is I really want a salad because for a couple days I was eating meat dishes and I'm a bit kind of tired of meat. So I'm gonna make myself a light lunch. Here is my meal. So basically what I did, I used only half of the jar of those strips like carrots and white radish. I don't know if you can see it. Plus I blanched some green beans. Also what I did is white things, they are mug beans. I did them in the jar for 3 days. One day I'll explain how I did. It's like microgreens and they turned it quite well. I used not entire sweet potato, but more than a half. So I fried sweet potato rings. Now here what I did, I put a small tin of salmon. And of course I put one egg. And I'm gonna drizzle of my homemade dressing. And I'm sure I'll enjoy my meal. So yeah, like I said, I use everything what I have in the fridge and freezer and in the pantry. And still didn't go shopping. Here are ingredients I pulled out from the freezer and fridge, and I'm planning to make a soup today, vegetable soup. Here what I have 2 chicken thighs, so I'm gonna cook them. I ran out of broth. I always have meat kind of broth or stock, but I did run out. And I still have some vegetables. I don't think I'm gonna use them because it's a bit too much. I have in the freezer barley, cooked barley. So I'm gonna add some barley. I have leftover sweet potato from last night, yesterday's dinner. To be honest, I never used sweet potatoes in the soups, but I don't have fresh potatoes. I have only frozen, but I'm gonna use these ends. I don't need much. So yeah, that's my kind of soup idea for today. And I have this big bread. It's called bruschetta. I'm gonna probably use like this, and I'm gonna grill in the oven. And I'll have with my soup. So that's my ingredients for today. Here is my lunch. You are invited, of course. This is my bruschetta, which was in the freezer. I still have more than a half for a couple more meals. And this is my soup. Like I mentioned, I never tried sweet potatoes in the soup. So we'll see how it tastes. I'm sure it's going to be good. So here I have all these frozen vegetables I used. And I added some barley as well. It is Sunday morning and I'm planning my lunch, I would say late lunch for today. But because I checked the forecast and I don't want to be stuck in the house, looks like it's going to be a nice weather, I'm going to go out somewhere to the park to do my walk. So the easiest way I did plan is to do mashed potatoes and use one of my jar. This is canned meat I did in the summertime. I do have leftover carrot and daikon salad, white radish. I'm going to add 1 tomato and that will be my salad. The mashed potatoes, I did them myself. I blanched them back in September and I still have them. I haven't tried mashed potatoes yet by using the frozen potatoes, so I'll let you know how it tastes. So that's my plan, to do less cooking today and just to go enjoy myself. This is my dinner. I came late from my day out and instead of lunch, this will be my dinner. As I mentioned in my previous clip, the mashed potatoes are from frozen potatoes, which I had in the freezer. And to be honest, they turned out quite nice. I wouldn't say there is a difference between fresh potatoes and frozen potatoes. It's really nice. And this is my meat from a jar I did in summer. And what I did, just to get a little bit more gravy, I sauteed some onion and 3 mushrooms, and that's my dinner. And of course I have a bit of salad, again, homemade salad. I put 1 chopped tomato and I had in a jar carrots and white radish. Again, like I said, I didn't buy anything, I used what I have. This is my breakfast. It's actually cereal and half of the banana. It's corn cereal, not very fancy, but it has raisins. I added some raisins. Now the pancakes. These pancakes, I call them mom's pancakes. My mom used to do lots of stuff of yeast, so they were yeast dough pancakes. And for me, I was working, I never had time to play with the dough, especially yeast dough. So she was always kind of, making her remarks, oh, I'll close my eyes and you haven't learned. Well, guess what? She did close her eyes, but I did learn how to make yeast pancakes. And what I do, I freeze them. And whenever I need, I take them out earlier, put in microwave for a few seconds, and I have them for breakfast. Now what you see here is peach jam. To be honest, I did a few jars, probably 5 or 6 jars, but it turned it a bit runny. Even I added pectin, still it was runny jam. However, I do add them in my pancakes or on top of ice cream, and I still use it. So that's my breakfast. On my menu for Monday, I had soup and I had tortilla, and I was planning to have tortilla of scrambled eggs and maybe something else. Oh, mushrooms, that's what I wanted. But I changed my mind. Why? Because from yesterday's dinner, I had leftover mashed potatoes, and in the freezer I had some cooked ground pork and chicken, basically mince. So what I did, I mixed the mince, mashed potatoes, and I added some cheese, and I grilled 2 tortillas, as you can see here. So in total I have quite a few wedges even for tomorrow. So yeah, that's my Monday meal. And the soup was from Saturday actually. Here is my lunch, supposed to be breakfast, but it is my lunch because I had some cereal in the morning and I didn't want anything else. I was craving for some hash browns. So what I have here, I have hash browns from my freezer, homemade, and I had a couple mushrooms, so I sauteed them, and here a slice of bread and an egg. And that's my lunch for today. This is my last meal on the menu for this week because my week starts tomorrow, the menu. So the chefs, as you can see, they are looking because they cooked for me, but they are not having my lunch. So what I have here, I have penne pasta. Of course, I'm joking. I have penne pasta and I defrosted 1 container of bolognese sauce, which I cooked maybe 2 weeks ago. I think so. And it has chunks of eggplant. And I have 2 jumbo meatballs. And I sprinkled with some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to enjoy this because I'm quite hungry today. And here is my tea. I'm using candied ginger I've done a couple weeks ago, lemon slices, which I always have in the freezer, and homemade truffles I have again in my freezer. And whenever I crave for some sweets, I just grab a couple of them and have with my tea. I'll start using all my jars and cans, so I don't carry for the next year. I'm gonna use everything what I have before my next batch of canning in the summer.